Dave.
Well, what the hell?
Hey, Dave. No one can hear you.
Dave.
Oh, there we go.
Right. A little early, I guess. We're a little early. Yep. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
We need to do this again.
Episode. Yep. Start over.
Let's roll it again. Roll it again.
My internet's being sketchy tonight. I don't know why. Well, our guest
necessary. I don't think so.
We just talked about this shit, Dave.
I'm sorry. God damn it. It's not my, again, I was left unsupervised. It's not my fault. God, I can't use that. Well, anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to another great episode. We have with us today Barry Kerch, Ty Sherrell, and John. How do you say your last name, John?
Guarnieri.
Guarnieri. Okay, I'm going to leave that at that because I'm going to destroy it.
Yeah, good luck. I've destroyed it my whole life with him.
Guarnieri.
It's an Italian condiment.
Yeah.
Must be Italian.
It's what you put on pizza.
Yeah.
Pepperoni and canary.
There we go. So we're going to be talking about Boos, Brews, and Barbecue tonight a little bit and a bunch of other stuff. So can you explain to our viewers what Boos, Brews,
Brews, and Barbecue.
Dave, are you drunk?
I wish.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'll work on it.
I got Fanta.
What's in your water?
Vodka.
That's not water.
Great.
I'm joking.
Yeah, chloroform.
Yeah.
Right?
All over.
Oh no. Just gonna get ugly.
You might. We can hug it out later. Oh, we can hug it out later. It'll be all right.
Ty,
Sorry, a little off track there. So can you tell us what Boos, Brew, and Barbecue is about?
Ty, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. All right, well, Boos Brews, Dave, I need you to calm down so I got to keep my thoughts, and you're just all over the place, man. All right, Boos Brews and Barbecue it's a destination show, and we go to breweries that are in different cities and communities. We go to barbecue places, and then for some reason we decided to put in this haunted aspect of this thing that I still don't like doing, that they still make me go do. And that's what it's about. But it's about local communities. So we like to come into these cities and really just be a part of the communities that we go into. And each one that we've gone into, it's like you go and meet a different family. And it's like people are just coming together, and it's just, you're just going and meeting friends and having a good time, and, you know, and doing what you can to boost the community and bring everybody together. And that's really what the show's about. Okay. And about us three idiots doing what we do.
So how long have you three guys known each other?
Like 25 minutes.
Oh, gee, serious?
Just on this podcast.
I've just clicked on a link to a promise here.
Yeah, we're actually AI. No,
He's not here, man.
I've known Barry for coming up on 9-10 years now. I tour with the band Shinedown with Barry, okay. And then we met Ty a year and a half ago or so. And okay. Barry and I, during the pandemic, we kind of working on this idea, this concept for the show, and we're looking for that third person. And we settled on Ty.
Settled.
Yeah. Yeah, we went through a bunch of Indeed resumes and LinkedIn, and honestly,
Bumble and Grindr interviews as well.
Yeah.
John went through Grindr. He showed me the list.
Yeah, I was like, "There's a lot of ties here."
Scrolling.
Yeah, is this sun up here too?
Close your eyes
and so, we meet, and then Ty's backstage cooking at a show, and Ty's an incredible barbecue chef. And we meet him, and then as soon as after we meet him the first time, we get the vibe that, hey, he's our guy. We talk about it a little bit, and then that Monday morning he sends an email saying, "Hey, let's do this." So we jumped in January 1st of last year, and we're about to film episodes 8 and 9 here, and then finish off the first season here real quick.
Okay. Where's your first episode filmed at? What city?
First episode was Fort Worth, Texas. The second one was Memphis, Tennessee. The third one was Charleston, South Carolina. The fourth one was
Bowling Green.
Oh yeah, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Fifth one was Norfolk. Sixth one was Montgomery, Texas. Seventh one was Jim Thorpe. And then we're filming 2 episodes in Massachusetts month. And then we have Florida and Mississippi to kind of finish off the first season.
Okay. And then out of the episodes that you did get recorded, what was the most scariest location you guys were at? Or you had the most activity?
There was a few of them that were pretty intense. I'd say, honestly, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and Memphis, Tennessee were the 2 that really stood out, that had the most, I guess, activity, or just the most things that happened to multiple people that could be compartmentalized into, okay, there's something happening in this place. Because, one person has a feeling or one person has an incident. That's the one person. But if you have multiple people on a location having different things happen, those would be that where it's really active. So in Bowling Green, Kentucky, that would have been Octagon Hall, which is a famous place, Civil War era, doctor's home, Confederate supporting, but during the war ended up being a hospital for all soldiers just because it was that bad. So you have that place and you have that energy there. There's a slave graveyard on the grounds. There's just a lot of history there. Not all good, but not all bad either. Just a lot of emotion. And then Memphis, we were at Ernestine and Hazel's. Ernestine and Hazel's, which is a famous juke joint in Memphis, Tennessee. That's still running, still is a bar and a juke joint, but it was a brothel at a time. And it was where the African-American musicians back in the 50s, 60s could go after they were done playing and have a place for them to hang out. And it was wild, crazy, debaucherous, everything else, but it just has a vibe, and it's Southern Memphis to the bone, which is awesome. And it was a good place, but there was a lot of energy there as well. So I'd say those were the 2 that really stand out, but can't discount the aircraft carrier in Charleston or any of these places. I mean, everything has a vibe.
Yeah. Right on.
Which one of you 3 has the most equipment?
Barry.
Barry.
Okay.
I would say Barry has the most, because Barry has done the investigation stuff and dabbled in this world for a much longer time than we have. And funny enough, it's one of those things where I jump in not really. I'm not a gear person to begin with. I can tell you what my iPhone charger is. Other than that, I really don't know what else I need.
We're like, John, this is a car.
Right.
Barry, how long
and then so we start. And Ty obviously has a lot. His background is actually in video and video production and audio production and stuff like that. So when it comes to the paranormal stuff, we start doing these episodes, and Barry's got his stuff, and then our good friend Dave Spiggs comes out to the first couple episodes, and he's got gear with him and kind of talking us through it. But then we meet up with Horn Paranormal, and now we started to release our own collaborative gear with them, from REM pods and all this stuff. But oddly, in the last 6 months, my collection of gear, I probably have 12 to 15 pieces of gear now that I have. It's just strictly paranormal. Oh, nice. And so everything from dowsing rods to spirit boxes to the cat ball bullshit to whatever it is. It's one of those things where to have that gear, to learn and practice it and train with it, it's super beneficial. Because before it'd just be Barry would go home with all his Mary Poppins bag of trinkets, and now Ty and I can kind of have our own things. We're starting to have really cool gear done.
Just hanging out on my desk just in case the spirit pops up. I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
I got dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
You never
Annie.
know. You never know.
Yeah, like I've got a REM pod in my shower when I go
Then I
up.
got a screwdriver, like stab it to death.
Yeah.
You'd be stabbing at nothing.
Yeah.
Barry,
It's not
how long
long
have you
until
been
someone
doing
sees
this?
you.
How long have I been? What? I apologize.
How long have you been doing this investigation?
Investigation wise, probably since the late 90s. I've always been interested. My grandmother was a storyteller. She told ghost stories. So I've always been fascinated by the paranormal and ghost stories and things of that nature. Come towards the end of my college years in the late 90s to age myself. That's kind of when I really got into it and dabbled. And that's, towards the late 90s, early 2000s is when, the ghost shows started coming out, and especially something like Ghost Hunters, where they're a little bit more.
Yep.
I mean, it's a classic show. Those guys and girls really went in there and were scientific as much as they could be about stuff we don't know.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed that when they would say, well, we didn't find anything, or there was no proof, or that drip you hear in the wall literally was plumbing. To me, that was
the water getting turned on.
Yeah, that was important to know that it could be falsified and it could be debunked, as they would say.
Yep.
So I enjoyed that. But, growing up in the South, ghost stories are a thing. I live 30 minutes north of St. Augustine, which is a very haunted, crazy place. I got married there. So it's just kind of runs in my DNA, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the tales. I love the tall tales, but I also I'm an extreme skeptic. These guys know. I'm the first one to call BS on anything. So
okay,
I enjoy it.
Doing that.
No, it's awesome.
What are your guys's what are your guys's feelings on cryptids?
What's a cryptid?
Cryptids.
Yeah,
I guess I'll start. I think there is some. I think there is a basis to cryptids. Does every cryptid exist? Probably not. Is there enough proof out there that maybe Bigfoot is something? Sure. But, everybody disagrees on it because we don't have DNA evidence. We don't have physical bodies. We don't have these things. People now talk about Bigfoot's going interdimensional and all these different crazy theories that I'm not enough of a scientist to prove or disprove any of it. Do I think cryptids exist? Sure, because there's things we just don't understand. I think the most scariest cryptids we could possibly find would be in the oceans, because that's the place we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know nothing down there.
Well,
I would have to agree.
I like more like the history and lore attached to that type of stuff, whether it's like the Mothman or like the Chupacabra or Loch Ness Monster. Like, I love the fact that generations of people have studied this and told these tales. I would love more than anything for a Bigfoot to be out there, or a Loch Ness Monster, or a werewolf, a dog, a skinwalker, a dog creature. But I think part
you would like this? This is something you want to see?
I mean, it can't be any scarier. It can't be any scarier than a human being. I mean, in all reality. And so, at least for me, part of me is I don't want that to happen, because we live in a society where there's people out here that would want to shoot that and kill it. And I like the idea that if it does exist, it can exist without us tampering with it.
100% I would shoot it.
I mean, it would look great in our museum for sure.
Yeah.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
I can skin it,
I can skin it and mount it. You can take the flesh and we can cook it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you can barbecue it.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got a plan.
It's a Bigfoot
We have
fleshlight.
Skinwalker. We have Skinwalker on the plate with our special barbecue.
Yeah, I could do I could do an Instagram.
It's a little sinewy. It's a little tough.
Marinated it for 32 hours, man.
This is on a
It's not tender.
smoke.
We use hickory, a little bit of applewood.
Well, skinwalker sashimi.
Yeah.
Being Native American, my great grandmother, my great grandfather, and my grandmothers, and even my mother have actually sat down and all told me stories of Sasquatch and the Wendigo and the
What-
Skinwalker.
What's the Wendigo, Troy?
The Wendigo is a cannibalistic cryptid who actually has the head of a deer,
Kind of freaky. So he could taste like deer?
and he's got very super long arms. And if you actually look into a Wendigo's eyes, you will become, and this is just Native American folklore, you will become so crazy that you will end up committing suicide.
So again, I'm with Ty
If-
on that one. I'd shoot
If
it.
you get attacked by one and you survive, then you yourself become this cannibalistic cryptid. Now, there have been sightings of the Wendigo where he doesn't have, where the Wendigo doesn't have any lips or tongue because it craves flesh so much that it'll actually eat his lips and his tongue just so he can have that flesh crave. It fixes flesh fix.
See, this is again why I would repeat. I would shoot it. I'm with Ty on that one.
Scary as hell.
So I've heard these stories.
Now,
And
I
growing
don't
up
like
Native
sci-fi movies.
American, have you witnessed any of these things, or has been stories just passed down? At this
stories that were passed down. I do plan on going down to Boston, Ohio to actually go and hunt for one in the near future. And the reason why I want to go to Boston, Ohio is they actually did a documentary on it and they called it Helltown. Now back
Sounds
in
fun.
19 What's that?
Sounds fun.
It's fun. We can have a barbecue and everything.
Back in 1975, President Ford actually ordered this whole town to be evacuated, and they said that they were building a state park that was there. Actually, in all
Wow.
reality, the government was actually building an underground facility where they actually had a Wendigo in captivity in this underground facility. This Wendigo escaped and killed everybody in the bunker. So what they did is they sent in the army to document the property. They sent in 2 teams of 3, and they didn't send these soldiers in there to document. They sent them in there for bait.
It's kind of mean.
Well, it's the government. They can
Masturbate.
do whatever they want. Well, actually, what happened was 5 of the soldiers that went in got killed. 2 of them were killed by druids or devil worshippers, and the other 3 were actually killed by the Wendigo, where they didn't have any bones in their body, just their muscles and their tissues. And the one that made it out alive said that he actually captured the Wendigo on a 35 millimeter film. When he was running from the Wendigo to save his life, he buried it. And when they interviewed him and he finally broke his silence, he said he knows where it's buried, but he doesn't want to see it because he lived it. A couple of cryptid hunters actually found this video or this film, and they actually had it on YouTube for a little while until the government took it off. The name of the documentary is called Helltown, and you can see it on Discovery Plus. So
Wow.
if you're really interested in something like that, and like the Wendigo,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna make notes
it is
right
crazy. You're gonna what?
He's
Making
looking up
notes.
right now. Taking notes, man.
Oh, awesome.
Taking notes and kicking ass. I mean, taking names.
I do both those things.
Yeah.
He does. I've witnessed
And you're a kick-ass drummer too.
Thanks.
So the barbecue side of that, how did that come into becoming part of the show?
Well, we got to eat.
Well, yeah, everybody's got to eat. That's true.
I mean, it's a good question because when Barry and I first started talking about this during the pandemic, the idea was like a paranormal beer drinking show. 2
Yep.
things we both love. And then we start kind of playing with words, and just trying to see like what sounds good. We had a bunch of names and stuff, and then I think honestly it was Barry that was just like Boos Brews and Barbecue, and it was just like, oh shit, like that rhymes. It looks good on paper. It kind of very, you know what it is. You're not, there's no, you can see that come across the TV or YouTube or whatever and know exactly what this thing's about. And so that basically allowed us to now, our third guest has to, Barry's a great cook himself, but to really find someone who is in the barbecue space that does all these cooks and knows the different rubs and smokers and stuff like that. And so again, that's kind of how it all came together.
Yeah, and I think it leans to the, different areas have different barbecue, and we're trying to create a community thing. The idea of the show is to have fun. It's to be ourselves. Will never be scripts. If it said, we're not asking the locals to follow a script or stand on an apple box. I'm comfortable with being short. These guys are 6 foot something. I'm 5 foot something. It is what it is. And you have regional things. Barbecue is regional.
Yep.
And it's cooked differently. Monroe County barbecue out of Kentucky is different than Carolina barbecue. That is different than where Ty's from, and Texas barbecue. So different. Apparently, Massachusetts barbecue doesn't exist unless it's a lobster. We're struggling with that, but we're struggling with that because apparently y'all Northerners can't barbecue for nothing. So it's fun.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Thank you, Becca.
I want to hear, Becca.
Well, when I listen to Shinedown, that really gets me in the mood for grilling. Like big steaks, like tomahawk kind of steaks, with my own kind of seasoning.
What would that seasoning be, honestly? Like,
I can't say it's a secret.
You don't have to give all of it away, but is it like a salt garlic base kind of thing, or is it salt pepper kind of base thing?
It's I just kind of put a lot of things together and put it on steaks, and it tastes so good. It's thyme, there's some nutmeg, there's some garlic. I'm not kidding. It's good.
Nutmeg's interesting. I've never had nutmeg in barbecue, I don't think. That's cool.
It's really good. I'm not kidding. Really good. Just, it's not like a lot, but it's just a little bit. So gives it a taste.
That's what it's about. Flavor.
My old man he's been barbecuing whole hogs every year for the last 50 years, and he still hasn't given me the recipe that he uses. And he's 70 now.
He cooks pigs too?
Yeah, he does a rotisserie hog once a year, every year for the 4th of July for the last 50 years.
Yum. Yum.
That's awesome.
And the thing about the barbecue side of it too is, like, I think with breweries and barbecue, like, it brings everybody together. I mean, when you think about barbecue, you think about a big table, people passing plates like we do in different cities that we go to. And that's just the whole thing. It's all about community and bringing everybody together. So
Absolutely.
It's not just the paranormal side of the place where you're at. It's the people too, and the food and the culture and all that stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
And now, I know you guys and girls, you guys investigate all over Minnesota in the country, but if like barbecue or beer, it's very distinct. Have you noticed, or in your years of doing this, where the paranormal aspect of locations is different based in what part of the country you're in? Like, there's like the Gettysburg ghosts, so much more badass than the ones in Wyoming. Like, have you noticed, or are all ghosts the same?
No, they're different. You like no further northern Minnesota, there's a spot where they're a little bit more gooky up there, but I mean they're different in every place. They all have their own characteristics and all their own acts. how they are. They're not
Sure.
not
Yeah.
the same, I wouldn't say, but
No, we've run into some different ones on a piece of equipment that we have called Tascom 7, where we can actually talk to them in real time. Some have attitude, some don't.
yeah.
That's the easiest way I know how to put it. None of them like me. They always say they can't stand me. They hate me.
Well, I got the ones
Is
here in
that-
the museum.
But is that because of your family's relationship with like the Native American
Could be.
history
Yes,
and stuff like that?
Yes, I want to say that is true, and it's just a theory that I have. But every investigation I go on, I always take my animal spirit with me, which is a bear, a protector.
I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
pig.
So, but
I'm serious. My
Fucking
wife,
pig.
she's Chinese. She said I was born the year of the pig, so I'm the pig, and she's like the freaking lion or some tiger or something. It's like great. I'm a freaking pig.
she's a dragon.
I'm just this fierce pig.
But it's like, and it never
I'm
fails.
doomed.
It never fails. It seems like I'm always the one who gets attacked.
Well, here at the museum, I get called I'm stupid a lot, so I got that going for me.
Wait, you guys
By
have a
Pierre?
museum? There's a whole museum?
Yes, I
Yeah.
actually own a museum here in Brainerd, a paranormal museum. I have over 600 haunted artifacts.
Hell yeah.
It's
That's where we're
awesome.
right now.
And I got probably another 300-400 Dybbuk boxes.
What is your favorite currently owned item, and what is the scariest currently owned item that you have?
Meet Annie.
What's up, Annie?
She is a very evil doll. She causes anger in people. I actually did a live with her after I left. I left the building and I left the computer and ran on her overnight. And when I left, I took her cross off. I haven't taken it off for 12 years. She actually started rocking her rocking chair after I left the building.
Damn.
So what is Annie? She's relatively recent, probably mid 90s.
Yeah, around mid-90s. She actually came out of Ohio from a farmhouse out there. I've had her since around 2010, 2008, somewhere in that general region.
Wow.
Why do you guys think that they attach themselves to dolls?
I don't know. That's the thing I always think is freaking weird too. But the thing, my theory on it is they want to look innocent. They want you to trust it. They want you to say, "Hey, that's such a cool looking doll," and let you attach to it. Get you attached to it, and let your kids have it. And hey, let's let my daughter play with this, you know. And I think that's one of the main reasons they're trying to take your soul, take you over. But they want to gain your trust, and what's the best way to look as an innocent doll?
Or a stack of cash? I mean, you can
Or a
harm a
stack, yeah, that
I would
too.
rather do that than a doll. That's just-
Yeah.
Or they feel most comfortable with that.
like
And
here's the
another
haunted
object.
Here's $50,000, but it's haunted.
And another one
None.
is the Devil's Mirror. I actually got that from a priest friend of mine. He actually brought it in the museum with rosary in hand. It was in a cult for over 40 years.
Huh.
That's another
Now,
one.
what kind of cult? What was the cult?
Devil worshiping cult,
Satanic.
satanic.
Sounds delightful.
And he got it from one of the last remaining living members of it. He said they said it was causing too many problems in his home. He wanted it out. He didn't know why he was keeping it, but the demons were telling him to save it or something or another. So now, wonderful me, I have it. And
So how do you protect yourself from these objects, because they
I
are
get
dangerous?
blessed from my father friend. I have a cross on my back that is blessed, tattooed, and I'm a ordained minister. I had to think there for a minute. Sorry.
Actually, we both
Big words. Big words are hard for Davey.
we're both ordained.
But
So if he
but
does
yeah,
have any problem,
it's a
just
lot.
give me
Yeah,
a
a
call.
lot of things. So yeah, so on a weekly basis, I'll usually have a package at my freaking door at my house with something in it and explanation of what's going on or EVP of what it is and that they don't want it, they don't know what to do with it, and I usually end up with it.
Has there been something you've received where you decide, hey, this is too much for me, or do you feel confident enough at least to like somehow contain it or study it?
I feel pretty good on it. I do have a demon box in the back, one of my bigger Dybbuk boxes. I have to actually have it blessed every month. When it comes up to the time where it's getting further on to or through that month, it'll start being picking up in EVPs, open me, come see me, let me out. That's probably the most darkest one I got.
God
And then I
bless.
do have another Dybbuk box that'll only give me EVP saying I am Satan, and that's it. It won't say anything else. It just says Satan.
Huh. He's actually trying to say I am Santa and you guys are trapping him. He just can't say that.
It could be. It could be. Just let me out. I'm Santa. Damn it.
Yeah.
You're ruining Christmas for kids.
I want to help the children. I want to give presents. This bastard's got me in a box.
I actually got that on video where it says
Santa?
that. Satan.
Ah.
But I've been collecting these over massive since like 2003, 2002. I mean, I go and investigate a house or a residence or a location, and we find out that that's the problem where that stuff is coming from. Well, they say, well, we don't want it here. Can you remove it? And it's like, okay, we'll just add it to the garage. So I opened the museum in October. I've had this stuff piled up in my garage. I have two daughters. My 2-year-old was looking out the window one morning, and she starts laughing. I was like, what's going on? Well, Dad, there's a little boy by the garage. I'm like, don't tell your mom. Don't tell your mom. Just don't tell your mom.
You know what? I wonder if that could have been Oscar.
Could have been. So then we own this commercial building here in Brainerd, and I figured, well, let's just open a museum and educate people on the paranormal and let them see something other or do stuff other than what they see on TV.
Yeah. Well, it's very much the hands-on approach to that stuff because you get to try understand the gear.
Yeah, and then I have equipment that I'll teach them how to use. They can use it. I'll show them how to work it. I'll go out there with them. I'll explain where everything came with. I'll show them the evidence, and it's a good time. I mean, people learn a lot. They come in there not knowing nothing, and besides, I saw that on TV. To like, wow, that's very interesting. I never thought of that before, and then I'll get the question, do you try to help the stuff move on? Yes, I do. I try helping the stuff that wants to move on. The stuff that won't move on, it stays, but the stuff that I can help to pass on or move on, I will. Every object, even all the new ones I get, I will sit down with it, and I will see if I can help it pass on to its next stage to wherever it needs to be.
This is what I would do. I would make a big bonfire in the back.
You're just like my wife.
And then it could pass on to wherever it wants to go from there. Through smoke and no finger.
See, my wife is Chinese, so
I think your doll's making me angry now. Now I just want to kill all your dolls.
But my wife is Chinese, so she don't believe in any of this stuff. So one day I said, why don't you just go in the museum? I'll kill all the power, shut it off completely black, and you sit out there. No. And I go, you don't believe in it. Why no? Because it's dark. I'm like, really?
Dave, are you making Asian voices?
I might be.
Oh my God.
He's trying, but he's failing.
Oh, me so horny.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm going to get shot when I get home.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Probably.
Yeah, I hope you're going to haunt your own museum. You're going to be stuffing inside a fucking doll.
Which doll do you want to be?
Yeah, right?
Dave, you're going to be screwed.
Yeah,
and not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
He'd probably kick Oscar out of his.
What are your guys' take on dowsing rods? Do you guys trust them in investigations?
Well, I do and I don't. I've seen my grandpa when I was a kid using them, finding water, and he did.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I've really never had too much experience with using them on investigations.
We used them here one time.
Yeah, so I'm up on the air on that. What's your thoughts on them?
I personally don't trust myself. It's almost like an Ouija board in a sense and I don't like Ouija boards, but the dowsing rods, it seems like I don't trust myself not to manipulate the movement in my hands. As steady as my hands can be. Yeah. I don't know if I could look at that and be like, oh, something's answering. Because I would be like, oh, I think I twisted my arm or my rotate. Oh, so for me, I don't really, again, I haven't done enough of it. But again, I just don't know if I trust myself to like
I
with that
shake,
evidence.
I shake too much. So I
Right.
don't-
That's on some of the designs on them. The set that I have is actually
Oh yeah, you
pretty
had the
neat
ones that don't.
because there's no way you can manipulate them at all
Huh.
because they're on like a little ball bearing set on the inside of the handle.
Gotcha.
So there's no way you can manipulate them. Like if you move or whatever, they won't move. We did an investigation with them here, and they just kept spreading apart. Dave was actually operating them. They kept spreading apart and pointing to one of our other investigators. Well, come to find out, that other investigator kind of looked like he was possessed or something overtook him for a little while, because he was kind of creepy. Because I said, Joe, we need to go outside.
Oh, Joe. Oh,
Yeah. And he just had his hands behind his back, and he was pulling like some kind of Blair Witch Project crap on me, because he just turned at me and
Oh,
smiled.
that was here.
Yeah, that was here. Yep. And I told him, I go, you keep looking at me like that, dude, I'm gonna knock you right out.
I remember that.
So we finally got him outside, and then he was fine.
Yeah, he was fine when he got out of the building, but he
But
was
then-
weird.
When he came back in, Dave had the dowsing rods, and those dowsing
Kept
rods
pointing at him.
spread apart again and started pointing
Huh.
at Joe.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
So- Becca, do you
I-
collect things as well, or you just investigate, or
I just investigate.
I'm the collector.
He's the collector. I'm not brave enough to have this stuff in my house.
It's not. It's not in my house. It's in the building.
But you did hear me talk about Oscar,
Oh, Oscar.
correct? You heard me say Oscar's name a few times.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
Okay. There's a story about Oscar. Can I tell him where you got him? Okay. Oscar actually used to be in the Ed and Lorraine Warren Museum, and Dave is actually in possession of Oscar,
Keeper.
or his keeper. The story behind Oscar is just real quick. Oscar was a little 8-year-old boy, and his parents got killed. So Oscar went to his grandmother, and his grandmother carried or crocheted a little pig for him. And when his grandmother passed away, Oscar had to get put in an orphanage. When Oscar got put in this orphanage, that started on fire, and poor little Oscar didn't make it out. But when they found his body, he was hanging on to this little crocheted pig that his grandmother made him, but the pig was unscathed. He wasn't burnt. There were no burn marks on him whatsoever. So the theory goes, and the history goes, that Oscar's spirit went into this little crocheted pig. Now, when we had him on a few times and took him to a few paracons or conventions, you could smell smoke. He talked. He actually told my sister to sing, and I actually heard that with my naked ear. I heard somebody say sing, and it was little Oscar
What's a naked ear?
without
Oh,
real time,
Thank you.
bozo. And we were actually doing an investigation with him here, and
Oh, his head moved.
yeah, I was sitting there talking, and I asked him if he was tired, and right when I said that, he was sitting on another investigator's lap, and his head turned and looked right at me. So,
You
and I got that on
currently
video
have
as
that?
well. I'm sorry?
You currently have it?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have him here though in the museum. He's actually at my house.
You have him at your
Yeah.
house?
Yeah, I have Oscar at my house.
Yep. Oscar gets scared. We had a
Jesus.
we had a medium actually hang on to him at a
Yeah.
paranormal convention, and she said that she feels frightened,
Or he feels
or
right
he feels frightened, and he's scared
around people.
around the other people. And then when we had him here, it was a female investigator that was holding him, and she said it felt like when a child gets scared, you know how he hangs onto his mom's leg?
Yep.
That's what she was feeling.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I don't keep Oscar here. He's too much of a lighter spirit. That one I keep him at my house.
I wish I had a picture of him.
Right.
Wow.
Super fascinating.
Yeah.
So, moving on to this cool thing they call app gear shit. Do you believe in any of that crap? Your phone using the apps as ghost boxes and
I mean, when we first started doing it, we were just to have a third or fourth type option.
Yep.
And then it wasn't until like filming halfway through, or like the first couple of days trying it, we're like, well, fuck, our phone's already on airplane mode, so there's a problem right there.
Yep.
And then I don't know. I mean, I think it's one of those things where I like the fact that apps available to kind of help people kind of get into the paranormal world with like an easy way because everyone's on their phones.
Yep.
But I don't know if I would trust it any more than I would anything else. We've been in places and filming where the host is hosting us, or or one of our guests is with us, and they have the app just trying to do something, and it'll say one of our names when we walk by them. So it's like, again, obviously we know our phones are always listening to us, so it's like, how well do you trust an app that's integrated on your phone? I think it's cool. I want to believe in that stuff, but again, I'm very hesitant, like Barry, I'm very skeptic with that type of stuff too, though.
Yeah, me too when it comes to that.
It has popped off and said things about
that corroborates with other stuff.
We were at, or it's exactly. It was like, I don't know, that the app is what actually went off when we were in Jim Thorpe, and then it said crash, and then immediately we heard a loud noise at the other end of the building. So it was things like that to where, I'm like, maybe not, but things have happened with it. So
okay. So
I think.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I think the technology in the phone can be utilized. There's so many sensors. The camera is so good. The mapping, the magnetic stuff.
Yeah.
The technology in the phone can be used. I think turning it into airplane mode to make sure you're not getting influence from AI or Wi-Fi is of utmost importance. I don't know that we've utilized the technology yet, but at the same time, it's very possible that all the technology is bullshit. I think the first thing you have to do is use your eyes, your ears, and the skin that stands up at the back of your neck to go, there's something.
Yep.
After that is the next step.
So that's what I have the apps. We went to Bonanzaville. It's in West Fargo, North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what I did was I put it on airplane mode, and we went through like these buildings that were literally picked up and dropped in this little area that they call Bonanzaville. And I mean, it's the old like saloon, an old church. It's, kind of buildings like that. And I mean, I went through and I got a few things on it, but I mean, I think putting it on airplane mode does help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not getting outside influence as far as technology and Wi-Fi and the AI kind of thing.
Exactly.
But then, who's to know? I mean, a lot of these apps have, the built-in dictionaries, much like some of the standalone things, but they just spit out words, and then you start to think about it, and you go, "Oh, this means something." It said daughter,
absolutely.
it said husband, it said devil, it said all these things, and you make up a story because it gave you these words.
Right.
Where is the proof? Where's the historical proof? Where is the tangible proof? And that's where I get really frustrated and sometimes angry, because I'm like, it said all that stuff, but I've got nothing but this device that gave me a bunch of words.
Yep.
That's also true.
Troy left us for a minute. He'll be back. So
Number
Out of
two.
the years that you've been into the paranormal stuff, Barry, what was the most interesting experience you've had?
I'm one of those people that doesn't get really shooken up too much.
Okay.
I'd say the most interesting experiences I've had is probably with these two fools, just because I think our energy draws something in.
Okay.
And Ty being the
Pussy.
I didn't say it. Ty being the scared evangelical, John being the extremely alpha Catholic, myself being the super skeptic.
Alpha?
Yeah,
Strong.
I'm a Timberwolf.
That's a strong adjective.
I think our energy together when we investigate these places does something. So there was a moment, one of the only moments I've been scared was in Charleston, South Carolina. We're on the aircraft carrier, the USS
Yorktown.
Yorktown, thank you. We're on the Yorktown. We're down in the bowels of the ship, and
The subcockle area.
yes, subcockle area. And there was, rumors of just dark things down there, and it's very dark and shadowy and everything else. And we start seeing kind of shadow movement, but it's the corner of your eye, and you start questioning yourself because the lighting's pretty bad. And we had, in my opinion, too many people in the room kind of thing. Too many people moving around, too many people doing things, making noises. But at one point, we got everybody calmed down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go sit on this bed that is purportedly a haunted room, haunted bed, and I sit there.
Okay.
And we're filming. My guys are sitting there, and I'm filming, and I feel something over my shoulder. There's a music box there. It kind of goes off. But in this corner to my left, there was a cabinet where they would hang clothes, and I'm on the bunk, and there's a corner between the cabinet and where I'm at, and I just see this shadow thing form, and it just forms, and it gets darker. It's darker than black. It's darker than the blackness in the room. It was just dark shadow. I see it, and I'm like, okay, that's disturbing. I'm a little confused, and they're watching me, and I'm like, and it'll be on the show, I'm sure, but I see it, and then I see this hand come at my face, just like that, just at my face, like, and I had to take a breath, and I don't remember exactly what I did, guys, but I kind of was like, oh my God, and I got scared, visibly scared, and I had to take a minute, and I had to stand up. So that was probably the moment I've been scared the most in any of this kind of stuff.
Wow.
Then I sat back down, and we kept going.
Kept going, yeah. So Ty, tell us how you're the barbecue expert.
Yeah, tell us, Ty.
Tell us. I'm interested.
I'm not an expert in barbecue. I don't think anybody is. If they say they are, they're full of shit.
Exactly.
How did I get in barbecue?
Yeah, I should have worded it better. Yeah, how did you get into being
Yeah, Dave,
a barbecue
you
guy?
gotta write this shit down before you. No,
I know, right? That's so fun. It's fun just to fly with it, and I make myself look like an idiot. I make myself look like an idiot.
no, you're fine. I got into barbecue, and gosh, probably right before the pandemic hit,
Okay.
and obviously, we all through COVID went outside and started cooking and stuff like that. So it's been one of those things where I just kept watching YouTube videos and people that were teaching people, and I just kept doing it and just going in the backyard and cooking until the family liked it. And you know what I mean? So and then I just kept teaching myself, learning from other people and getting tricks from other people and tips and things like that. And I mean, Barry throws out stuff all the time that is like, hey, let's try this. And then we try it, and it's really good. So, it's
Try
just,
the nutmeg. Just do it. Try the nutmeg.
I don't know about that.
Oh, you'll be surprised if you just
Becca,
use
we'll
a
try
little
it.
pinch.
We're going to try it.
We'll try it,
All
Becca.
right.
Pumpkin pie steak sounds great.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Trust me, I swear, it's so good.
But that's
Just
I
a
mean,
little bit.
that's how I got into it. I think everybody should go out there and try it and get a grill and start cooking stuff. I mean, if you screw it up, you screw it up.
Screw it up,
You figure it out.
That's right.
So what's your favorite thing to cook?
I love cooking steak. Obviously, it's quick. I love cooking chicken, the basics. But if I were to cook a big like barbecue thing, pulled pork is my go-to, and beef ribs. I love
Yum.
those two.
I did my first duck this weekend. It turned out not too bad.
Was your wife angry?
No, she liked eating it. Bazinga! That was a good one. Damn it!
Dave,
God,
you should
there are
not
no
have
hose bar.
said that. You should not have said that.
Wow. Sucky.
All in the word.
That's funny. So, are you planning on a second season?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of play it off because with touring schedules and work schedules.
Yeah.
Like it's tough for all three of us to always be on the same page. We're gonna knock off as much as we can. First season is basically done. We're gonna record 1 to 2 episodes, and then we're gonna start right into second season or second and third season. Like we have a plan where this is gonna be a continuous thing for years and years and years to come. So
Okay. Where can our viewers find you when you're out?
Right now, all of our social media is Boos Brews and Barbecue, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We have a website. You go to boosbrewsbarbecue.com to sign up for our mailing list as we do events across the country. And there'll be news dropping soon where the first season will air. Obviously, that's the hot button question where a lot of people wonder if they can see it. We've had talks with a bunch of networks, and it's all great stuff. But one thing we will refuse to do, like Barry hinted about with the script stuff, is we will not compromise on the creativity of this, and we will not give that up to anyone. I do not need to hear anyone, a producer, tell me what to say, where to go, what to cook, how to act. That's what makes our show
Or be a
special.
script.
Right.
Nothing will ever be faked.
There will be no sober checking.
No sober checking. If I call you
None
a
of
bitch, you're probably a bitch. No, but like people are sorely missing the authentic part of what this world is in all three aspects. And we're just having fun doing it. And we've met so many cool people where we've got events coming up in Massachusetts and Salem and at the Lizzie Borden House. And we've got people coming from all the other states we've done films in, from Jim Thorpe to Norfolk to whatever. They're coming up because they had such a great time with us. That's for us, the expansion of our community is what means the most to us. And we're just fortunate enough to be able to do this and have fun and also learn about history, new gear. I'm always learning about how to make certain types of beer, the difference between different hops and brewing in whiskey barrels, and then learning from these guys cooking barbecue. So it's something we all love and very passionate about.
Okay, that's awesome. Gotta give a shout out to Robert here. He just popped in. This is my buddy from Florida, Beacon TV actually too. He's a pretty
What's up, Robert?
Robert Harris. God damn it! See, my technology don't like me. I push the button, it goes.
It's probably Oscar.
You can see it. I didn't even touch
Definitely
it.
Oscar.
Or the duck.
Yeah.
My computer's possessed.
Oscar didn't die in a fire. He died eating all the nutmeg from Becca's house.
Yeah.
You're not snorting the butt. Don't smoke the nutmeg. God damn it! It's not safe. Nobody wants that kind of headache.
Don't knock it till you try it. I promise.
Oh, that's funny.
And you have to listen to Shinedown.
Only on the weekends.
Yep.
No, every day. Every day.
It's one of Barry's favorite thing to do is when we go to a bar and they have touch tunes is when we start playing Shinedown. He loves if anyone is going to Massachusetts, make sure if there's touch tunes, you play Shinedown, no matter what.
Ty,
No
I
matter
thought we were
what.
friends.
Absolutely.
I don't want to listen to work.
Over and over again.
I was just gonna ask
But
Barry.
you're so good at it.
Oh, I love what I've accomplished and I love what my band's accomplished, but I don't want to listen to it because I was there.
I understand that. It's just like me. I'm a mechanic. I don't like working on my own shit because I work on everybody else's fucking shit all damn day.
Yeah, my wife's dad was a plumber. Their plumbing sucked.
Yep. Believe me, my car right now has a mess, and I don't even give a fuck. Fuck it.
So I do have to show you one thing. It's the picture that I have in the background. It's the state hospital in my hometown. So
Careful.
I don't know if you can see
Yep.
that great. But there is
There's something in there.
it's kind of like the sun going through the windows, but at the same time, like that looks like a nurse of some sort. I don't know if any of you can see that.
So is that an actual picture? Like a camera photo?
No, it's actually a real picture that someone put on a canvas.
Yeah, John.
Oh, okay. Right. So I guess what you're trying to say is like that could be, they don't know who that object
Right
is in
there.
that window. Yeah.
That right there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like it looks like it's coming through the window, but it's like there's like a silhouette of like a
nurse.
face.
Yeah.
And a head. So, and it was the state hospital that did obviously.
No,
So
okay.
I thought it was pretty cool. Sorry.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that is very cool. That reminds me of that picture that I took down when we went to where they filmed Grumpy Old Men.
Oh, Wabasha?
Yeah.
Wabasha.
When I took the picture of that,
The top piece.
the top piece
Yeah,
of Wabasha, there's a figure standing in there, and that part's all closed off. It's blocked off. You can't get in there.
And there was somebody
Yeah.
standing in the window.
And there's somebody watching us.
That's crazy.
It's like when you see something like that, and especially if you catch it with your naked eye, seriously, try this. Try waving at it and see what it does.
I'd flip you off.
I mean, if it waves back, you know,
I wouldn't wave back.
that's something like the shadow figure. Will you shut up and let me talk? like the shadow figures and stuff. Wave to them.
Why?
I tried talking to them. Oh my God.
Why would you do that?
What's your next podcast?
Friday.
Have fun. You're gonna do it.
Oh man. Well, it was
Yeah.
awesome having you guys on tonight. I appreciate coming on the show.
Absolutely. Thank
No,
you.
thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Yeah, man, this has been fun.
Yeah,
It was great.
stay on after I do the M stream. I'll talk to you a little bit more.
Are you gonna roll it right this time?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I just gotta push a button, but I'll probably screw it up. How about Troy? You do it.
Let's go.
I'll do it.
Let's end it. Let's end this thing.
You never know.
Time for bed. Peace.
See ya,
Bye,
Becca.
Becca. Barry, I just want to say, bro, keep on rocking, man. I love you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
John, Ty, keep your fingers crossed. Everybody, good night. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks,
Hey, guys.
James Troy.
Until next time.
Maybe.
You gotta push that there too.
Yeah,